Here for Wednesday's workout. So this one is going to be on the shorter end of our Metcons. Not super quick, but you should be anywhere around that like 4 to 7, maybe 8 minute range. Otherwise, should consider maybe scaling the weight down or the reps down a little bit. So what we're gonna do first is get our warm up in. So starting with 2 minutes of aerobic work. So jump rope, jumping jacks, high knees, mountain climbers, butt kicks, burpees, going for a jog. If you got any sort of a cardio equipment at home, hop on that for 2 minutes. Then we're gonna move into 10 air squats. So just get those hips nice and warm. Keep that chest up. Then we're gonna go into 10 Cossack squats each side. So for this one, you're gonna need a wider base, and think about sending those hips back as you try to drop to one side. So 10 each side and then switch. This might be a little bit difficult if you have tight hips, but try to work through it as best as you can. Then you guys are gonna grab your dumbbell or kettlebell. Give me 5 power clean each arm. Does not have to be alternating, completely up to you. So make sure we're starting with those shoulders over the dumbbell and then extending that hip as we bring it to our shoulders. So ground to shoulder. Then we're gonna do 5 shoulder to overhead each arm. So strict press, or push jerk, whatever you want to get that warm. And then moving on to 5 alternating clusters. So a cluster is a clean into a thruster. So every rep starts on the ground. I found it easiest between my legs with that dumbbell, getting that clean to the shoulder and thrusting up and overhead, and then switching hands on the way back down. So both heads of the dumbbell or kettlebell do not need to touch. Just one end is perfectly fine. So 5 of those each arm. All right, you guys. So our conditioning is 100 clusters for time. That is alternating. So you go right arm, left arm, all the way up to 100. So 50 each side. Obviously, you can break whenever you need to. With anything that's 100 reps, go into it with a plan. So depending on how heavy it may be for you, I don't suggest going to failure unless that failure is past that halfway point, and then you can know you can hold on after that. All right, so maybe you're doing sets of 20, maybe you're doing sets of 30, maybe you're doing 20, 30, 20, 30, whatever works for you, but I suggest having a plan. Remember, we're trying to keep this under 7-ish minutes, maximum about 8. All right. After that, we are going into 4 sets of max effort Bulgarian squats each leg. All right, so you'll do a set on your right leg, a set on your left leg, and then rest about 2 minutes. You may use a weight or you may not use a weight, completely up to you. You can counteract that and go opposite hand compared to the leg that is out in front of you. Otherwise, if you want to hold that at your chest, that's also okay. So max effort sets, trying to go to that failure point. All right, and then make sure you rest after. Mobility for today, we are going to get into some couch stretch. Remember, if we don't have anywhere to do couch stretch, you guys can just do the standing quad stretch. Then we're going to get into a deep lunge, hitting both sides, and then ending with some frog stretch. If anything else is bothering you, feel free to do some mobility on it.